Hi, my name is Armando Gonzalez, and I'm the current Galaga World Record Holder. Currently I live in Los Angeles, close to downtown LA. It's called Boyle Heights. I grew up there. I've been living there for 46 years. I have left Boyle Heights for a couple of years. I lived in Long Beach, and also I lived in Rosemary for a couple of years, but returned back to Los Angeles, my hometown. My first experience with Galaga. It's right next door to where I live. There's like an alley separating by the apartments where I live and the restaurant called El Pollo, which means the chicken. And so I would go there and play. You know, I'm gonna admit that I would steal my mom's like $1 and then and coins and play games there. Well, when I was a kid, I mean, I would play it. I mean, I wouldn't play it be driven to play it. I would play it because it was very easy to get credits. Because growing up, I didn't have that much money. Our family didn't have much money, and so we get around this by getting credits. We would like get a paper clip, form like a U, and then stick it under the coin slot, and then we would get like about 100 credits, and then we would play for free. And but I was never good at it. But that was one of my first experiences with Galaga. My first goal is really to try to get back in the saddle and play Galaga and try to get the marathon record again. I actually want to shoot for 20 million. I think the first time when I got there, when I broke the record, you know, I thought I was going to get 20 million, but unfortunately, people started talking to me at the end, and I kind of just didn't care. I kind of got sloppy, and so I was just happy. I was like, you know, I guess I figured I'll be there again. So, but I kind of do regret it in a way that I should have just like not spoken to the people and just concentrated. But I didn't want to be like be mean. But but I should have, because I would have gotten 20. I think I could have got 20 million at that time. It's been positive. It's been very positive. We have like this friendship, all of us, friendly competition. So we pretty much root for each other, to get high scores, really high scores. We always encourage people to get PRs. And, eventually, like I tell the players that are trying to get better, that dedication and hard work, you're going to surpass your scores, and you just keep shooting for more and more. Eventually you get that high where you break your record, and then you want to do it again, and then you want to go back the next day and do it again, and just see that record go, your personal record go higher and higher, and you get that high. And I think a lot of casual players, or even players that want to get those really high scores, they just, I think they get that high, and they want to, just keep shooting for more higher scores, and hopefully they can, everybody can. Okay. All right. Well, growing up, I would have to make like a quarter last. So I was pretty good at those games where you starting, there was an ending story, like Ikari Warriors, Twin Cobra, Rastan. Those are like my favorite. There's other ones too, like Aliens versus, I think Aliens, it was another one. I like the Aliens as well. A funny story about that one. We were supposed to go to church, me and my sister, and my mom would give me like $1. And actually, instead of going to church, we would go to the liquor store and then just play Aliens. And it would take me like a whole hour just with one quarter, and I would go back. And I'm not too proud of that, but it's a funny story about that game. And so one of those, start and end game. So I was good at that game too. So. Yeah, it would be awesome to have more competition, more championships. Yeah, it definitely would. The first time that we had was 2018, and it was just the gathering of world champions from different parts of the world and the United States, and just to have them in New Mexico, meeting everybody, and everybody just bonding and just having that kinship. Also in Australia, when they had that the Galaga. Pincadia, Phil Day, that group, creating a tournament over there was awesome, and I just see it getting bigger. I think, I hope it gets bigger, and hopefully I can participate in a few of these tournaments, and hopefully there's more people, up and comers, and then even the current ones, getting high scores, so. I always welcome competition, so that'd be awesome to push each other, which we are actually. We are. It's very easy to play. It's very easy to play, and it's also very challenging at the same time, right? So it's easy and challenging, right? Quite a contradiction, but it's. Everybody, I kind of mentioned before that it's any sex can play it, and everybody's in equal footing with practice, and and I think it's popular too because you could always see like improvement in your gameplay, and it's no game is the same. Every game can be different, and if your gameplay is rising. You're getting better, you're going to get that Galaga high, and you're going to be like, you know what, I'm coming back the next day, or I'm going to put another quarter in like right away, because I want to get there again. I want to beat my personal record. And it's popular because older generations love it, such as ourselves, and middle generations as well, because it's very simple, and younger generations are being exposed to it too. So hopefully it keeps thriving, because it'd be such a shame for it to be on the back burner, So. I welcome competition. I don't shy away from it. Yeah, I mean, right now it's under, I think it's under assault, both records. And that's fine, that's fine if they break it. That's fine, that just gives everybody a goal to, to go after. Me personally, right now I'm not doing any, I can't really go after my own record, but with time I'm going to go after, I'm not going to wait for someone to break it. Because I have my own records that I want to achieve before I physically can't. But I definitely do welcome the competition for the 5 ship and for the 18 ship. So yeah, I mean I welcome that, and I thoroughly enjoy those two. I haven't played the point pressing one. I haven't really tried. You have to be more like accurate. I think I'm pretty accurate long term. I think if I really concentrated, then I could be even more accurate. But I really don't, really pay attention to that. My hit miss ratio is pretty decent without even trying. It's like in the 80s, mid 80s. So I really don't, Well, I mean, I'm saying that. Well, we'll see. We'll see in the future about the point pressing one. But yeah, the other two, the 5 ship and the 18 ship, hopefully I could take it up even higher.
You think that's going to happen?
I would like to say it would be me.
Okay.
I would call my shot and say on this day I'm going to do it, but right now I can't. Unfortunately, I can't. But
which school?
Both of them.
Both. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Which one first? What do you think?
I would probably break the 5 ship one first, and then after I go after the marathon. But keeping me out of the equation, I would say for the 5 ship would be Mike Thompson. He almost got it. He has the mental fortitude to hammer it. I think he can. I think he will get it if I don't get it first. And for the marathon, really no one has really tried until recently, until another Galaga player. I forgot his name. But I think he got 13 million, and I think he's the only one that's trying to.
Jordan Dorrington? No.
Who's that?
Jordan's the one in Iowa. Do you know Jordan?
Never heard of him.
No, I know you have. Yeah, see, he's messing around.
Just joking. So, all right, let me get back to it. Yeah, so.
So let's give a shout out to Jordan.
Jordan.
if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, it's Jordan. Yeah, I see he's focused on it and trying to get that one. So we have two, respective, I guess, competitors and the 2 different tracks. So yeah, hopefully they can get it, soon. If not, I'm going to go after it eventually once my wife gives me the green light, because right now we can't because she's pregnant. So, and I don't have access to a Galaga machine to play at all right now. What I do is it's not spontaneous. You're right. I do prep for it. Just give you an example. Like before I even started playing the 5 ship in the marathon, I was playing fast fire. And my high score there is 21 million, which is like about 10 hours and a half. But what I would do, like, to get focused, to be driven to get that score, I would actually practice like running, because I used to be a runner. So I would practice. I would, like, on a Monday, I would probably like play maybe like 30 minutes and then go home. Then the next day go again, practice again, another maybe 30, 40 minutes. Then Wednesday the same. Thursday, then I would up to an hour and then at the same time I would try not to lose. So that's what I would do for like a whole week until Saturday. Then I would go for pretty much, instead of like a long run, because like long distance runners would do a long run like on Saturday, or even the race was on a Saturday. So I would practice really hard on that day, and then the next day just kind of be calm, and then on Monday, the following Monday, practice for like about an hour now without losing, and then Tuesday another hour, Wednesday 2 hours without losing, and so on. And then finally on that Saturday in the second week, I would go all out for the record, and I like to, when I go for a record, I like to tell people that I'm going to go for that record. I'm not afraid of the crowd or of the people knowing. It's pressure filled. It's fun, and it's fun. It's scary, but I don't know. I guess I kind of like it in a way. So it gets me more focused. It is scary, but it gets me more focused because, what if you fall flat on your face, and you bombed out and you're like embarrassed, It has happened a couple of times where I have called my shot and then I fell short and I was embarrassed, and then I go, let me try one more time, and finally I broke through. So. Yeah, well, my gameplay has been honed over the years. It's not like I learned it right away, one month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or saw someone's video. I played pretty much every day, every week, month to month, year to year, consistently, and sometimes I would make an error, but when I made that error, it was a good error, because I went, I could use that in my gameplay to make me a better player. And then I try to repeat the mistake, and it really worked. And even then, I'm still trying to not perfect it, but kind of get better and try to make some minor tweaks and adjustments. I'll give an example of what I learned on one of them, on one of the minor tweaks that I did not too long ago. I mean, like less than 2 years ago. On the second stage of Galaga, the second wave, like when the bees come out this way, there's 2 of them coming out this way. I would hug beyond the corner, and I would just shoot, and the bees would come, and I would kind of like manipulate them and go the other way to the right. But I realized that I was losing a lot. Most of the time when I would lose, it was because of that gameplay right there, that little move. So what I did, I just made this one minor tweak, and my game just really took off even more. Instead of hugging the corner, I kind of was a little bit more to the middle, but a little bit to the left. So that gave me time to rush to the right, which I'm very notorious for that move, where I'm all the way to the right, and the bees go this way, and then they turn, and then I go right under them, and I just shoot and spray everybody. And that one minor tweak helped me makes that level easier for me. Even though I think that's considered like the hardest stage in Galaga, the second stage, because there's a lot of bees and a lot of moths coming out in twos. But that one little minor tweak really made me a great player, and that tweak I did that like a year and a half ago. So, and I've been playing Galaga for like 4 years, and I'm still tweaking my gameplay. Who is my competition? Well, I when I started like years ago, no one was in the fold. It was just me and the machine, the records, and I mentioned about the previous Galaga High. And really, I feel like I've gotten to the point where at any time I could actually break a record if I really, really focused on it, if I really wanted. I think, the machine is my competition, and myself, my record could be broken, the 5 ship or the 18 ship, but, I feel that I could retain it, get it back. Not retain, but get it back. I feel like I'm at that level where, with Galaga, that I'm like one with Galaga, This Galaga marquee was given to me by John Mike Cast. The story behind this is John Mike Cask. Well, I'm going to just call him John. He was doing like a fundraiser, and he actually reached out to me asking me if I could sign a Galaga marquee like this one. So I gladly obliged, and I signed it. I sent it back UPS, and he never got it. He never got it, and so we kind of panicked. Well, I kind of panicked. I was like, oh my God, I felt so bad. And then so he said, don't worry about it. I'm going to send another one. He also filed a claim with UPS, and so they were searching it for it was lost for 2 weeks or a week and a half. And so he sent me this one to sign, and eventually they found it. So they found the one that I signed, and then this one I was going to sign, and then John said, hey, just keep it for your troubles. And it was very nice of him to do that. So I kept it. And so it's pretty awesome that John did that. So. Yeah, well, as you know, like the PlayStation, the Dreamcast, Xbox, they've taken over the gaming industry in the late 90s, early 2000s. The video games were pretty much like gone in the liquor stores, the stores. I myself was going out a lot, just pretty much just going to different bars and clubs, going to school too, but not really. And I didn't have a chance to play Galaga because they were not around. And fast forward to 2014, I went to a Barcade in downtown LA called 82 with an ex-girlfriend, and she invited me, so I went, and all of a sudden all this nostalgia came back, and all this childhood memories, and I saw Galaga, and I saw that you could play here, and they have a huge screen way up there, huge, and it kind of replaces of where the crowd's behind you, so people can actually see you playing, and they're right there over here surrounding that screen. So it motivated me to play Galaga because of that, the people. And then when I was playing, I did pretty good for the first time in 20 years or whatever it was. And they posted it on their Instagram, I believe. And they gave me like, you know what? It gave me that high, and I go, I want to play. So then we went again and again and again, and trying to improve my score, and again, just getting that rush, getting people involved. And when I would get that high score, people would just do like a countdown. They could see it. They could see the numbers changing. For example, like when they see 10 million, the score is like 9,980,000, and you could feel the crowd. You could hear them when you're reaching 10 million. And this is just a Barcade. And they could see it. And when I got to that 10 million and that digit moved, people just erupted. Wow. And then they came patting the back. And it was awesome feeling. And that really motivated me to keep moving forward with the scores, with Galaga in regards to 82 and playing there. But it got so easy that I decided to play the slow fire one, because I didn't realize that there was another variation of Galaga. And that's when I went to Buddy Match to play over there. And they're in Echo Park, not too far from here. And I started playing there. It was very humbling, because when I played the first time a slow fire in a long time, I only lasted maybe like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And it was embarrassing. I would even lift my legs. They're like this, and I would lift my leg. So I would lift it, giving it body English, body language, and I would die. But then I saw something that helped me greatly to really get higher scores every single time I went out and played. And so I realized that one technique that I incorporated, and I incorporate to this day, which really helped me get like really, really high scores. So yeah, at a buddy match. So and then getting those scores there, I got to the point where I think like I was kind of stagnant. I got to like 2 million, and I couldn't even break 3 million for like 6 months, I think, or 4 months. And finally, I broke it. I was like breaking the 4 minute mile barrier, 4 minute mile barrier. And after that, I was getting really, really high scores. But I was unknown, you know, over there and just playing. But I was playing for myself, not for anyone else. All I can say is, you know, hard work, dedication, studying your gameplay, record it and study it, and just grind. I mean, that's how I did it. I had no one to motivate me, really. It was just myself and the score. And I just grinded it out every single day, you know, every single week, every single month. And, you know, I mean, I can say just grind it out and play hard and learn from your mistakes and videotape yourself. And I think if you do that, you'll get better. Yeah, it's hopefully we'll see a lot of new generations get like higher scores than mine. This is actually a wristband that I created. So basically, I got a patch and I got a wristband, and then I had it sewn together. And John Mike Cass actually calls it the Galaga Freedom Fighter wristband, and so I thought it was a pretty cool name. But yeah, so these I enjoy playing with these this wristband or any wristband that has this. It's pretty cool. It's a good conversation starter too, because some people ask me like, "What is that?" when I have it on my wrist, and I explain to them, you know, who I am, what I've done with playing Galaga, and so pretty much everybody's always kind of like surprised, you know, that I'm the Galaga World Record Holder, you know, the World Record Holder for Galaga. So yeah, this is my creation. I've given out a few, some of these to the Galaga participants and some other friends as well. So yeah, give them away. So this is the last one that I have. So hopefully I could create more, but these are really cool. Hopefully a different design, the next batch. Mm-hmm. I am Armando Gonzalez, and I am Galaga's top pilot.